Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to another episode of Lions Den Investments and Reviews. In today's video, I ran across an article here, some more news on central banks, and it's Australia's central bank launches digital currency project. Okay, so we're going to cover that real quick. Then I'm going to go in to some charts. We'll cover a couple different blockchain projects, and then look at the Dow Jones. Okay, today's a big day. We got the elections tonight, so. Uh, so far, as far as I know, the stock market has taken into account a Trump loss to Biden. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there because, again, not all votes have come out yet. We got to wait for the Electoral College, and we'll see what happens at the end of the night. I think, honestly, you're going to see this drag out for at least a week, just because the way they've positioned the polls and taken votes. So, getting started here, let's look at Australia's central bank. The report here is from Reuters, and Australia's central bank on Monday said it was launching a project to explore the potential use and implications of wholesale form of central bank digital currency, which is CBDC, using DLT, distributed ledger technology. The Reserve Bank of Australia's RBA said it was partnering with Commonwealth Bank CBA.AX, National Australia Bank NAB.AX, Perpetual and Consensus Software, a blockchain technology company, on the collaborative project. The project will involve the development of a proof of concept for the issuance of tokenized form of CBDC that can be used by wholesale market participants for the funding, settlement, and repayment of tokenized syndicated loan on an Ethereum-based DLT platform. So there you have it. Just another example of another country that's trying to come up with a digital currency. Okay, I know I've covered Japan, China, Australia. I think just a few videos ago I did something with like the London and UK or Europe. So it's happening at a fast pace, and it brings me to another point here. Just because these guys are doing projects doesn't necessarily mean that it's a for sure thing. Okay, like PayPal, for instance. A lot of investors in XRP thought that XRP was going to partner with all these banks and it would become the world reserve currency. Well, just a few days ago, or actually maybe about a week ago, PayPal decided that they were going to start issuing, so you could buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies, right? It was huge news. But what they did is they threw XRP out of the loop. Okay, so XRP is not included in that. So it just goes to show you that sometimes these projects and the stuff that they're working on isn't set in stone just because they come out with an article like this. Things can change and evolve throughout time, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let's go to the charts here real quick. I want to see, I'll move this down. Bitcoin right now is pretty stable at 13,730 points. Now, another thing to keep in mind with Bitcoin is it is the dominant crypto in the market cap. So a lot of times what you'll see is Bitcoin, when it goes up, if it doesn't go up parabolic and it's just kind of remaining steady like this, you'll see a lot of the altcoins are kind of stagnant. Okay, they don't do a whole lot. But when Bitcoin goes down in price, what ends up happening a lot of times, the money will liquidate out of Bitcoin and go into these altcoin projects, and they'll try to find better opportunities where they can make profits. So a lot of that cash will come out of Bitcoin into altcoins as Bitcoin is going down. Now, it doesn't happen every time, but you can go out and look at some of the videos that are out there on YouTube with people who've actually done some in-depth research on that, and see what see how altcoins behave according to Bitcoin. But right now we're remaining steady at 13,725 points. We did have a resistance on that. If we go to the weekly chart, we did have resistance right here at about 11,757, and really we don't have a whole lot of resistance in our way right now. We've got some up here around 16,000. And I'm looking at a chart from Coinbase, by the way. So whatever chart you're looking at might kind of fluctuate or look a little different than this, just based on the exchange that you're looking at. But the resistance, really, we don't have a whole lot. So we've already broken resistance here at 11,769. So right now we're in oversold territory on the weekly. If we go back to the daily, we are in overbought. We're in overbought territory on the weekly, and then overbought on the daily as well. So there's a chance that, I'm expecting this to come down from overbought territory, so the price can go ahead and consolidate and correct a little bit. And I would expect this maybe to come down to about 12,500. We had an upward channel here. We broke out of that. So I would put our support like right in here. If we come back down, we should hit probably around 12,600, 12,500. And then I would expect that we're going to bounce and then go back up. Now during that consolidation, watch altcoins, because I have a feeling that a lot of that cash will go into altcoins. We'll get a little pump on altcoins before we head higher. If Bitcoin goes parabolic, get ready, because altcoins are going to go with it. Okay. So that's Bitcoin right now. Let's look at the Dow Jones. So as you can see, last week we had a rough week in the stock market. We had a double top on the daily, and if we go out to the weekly, you can see I've got my weekly support here, roughly around 25,261 points. I would expect, especially with the elections tonight and all the uncertainty, I would expect over the next few days, you're probably going to see a stock market that at least retraces back down to 25,300. So we still got some points to shed on the Dow Jones, and I could be completely wrong on this. Okay, we could pump higher and just keep going higher. And a lot of it just depends on what the Fed wants to do. Okay, because the Fed ultimately right now is intervening in stock markets around the world. So this definitely could go higher, but with all the uncertainty, I would expect it to at least retrace and touch down a weekly support there at about 25,300, 25,400. So right now I'm just kind of playing it by ear. We were looking at XRP last time, so we'll check out the chart on that real quick, see what XRP is doing. Now, my last video I said that I was expecting XRP to at least come down to support, because if we go back to the 4 hour, here, you can see I had support here. Okay, it was going up, and we broke through support and came down from around 20, almost 24 cents, all the way down to about 22.8. Okay. We bounced back up. We're taking a bounce back up right now. We're meeting some resistance here, where we did have support. So the support is acting as resistance, and I would expect right now there's not enough volume there to push this much higher. So I would expect we're going to bounce off of this resistance that was once support, and we're going to come back down. Okay, again, I could be wrong, but just according to what I've seen in charts in the past, that's normally what happens, unless we get a lot of volume in here, guys. We need some volume to push us through support, and then the next level I'll be looking at is around like 24.7, because that is the downward trend. Once we get out of that downward trend, guys, XRP is looking pretty good. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of resistance. The next level of resistance that I have would be around like 28, 29 cents. So I'm just patiently waiting right now, watching XRP, seeing what it does, and waiting, basically just trying to be patient and see if we break through some of these levels of resistance here. Other than that, that's really all I have for today. Not a whole lot going on right now in the stock market or in cryptos. A lot of that, I think, is just due to the uncertainty with the elections. tonight. And with that said, you guys be safe out there tonight. I know it's getting pretty crazy out there. I know you've heard corporations boarding up their windows, getting ready for whatever tonight. So if I was you, I would just hunker down, grab a bag of popcorn, and watch the show because it's going to get crazy. But with that said, if you guys like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button, click on the like button as well. It helps with the algorithm and YouTube. And I will catch you guys later.